never gonna believe in Jesus. And I just start kind of giggling. And she's like, well, yeah, I believe in science. I'm like, oh, okay. Do you believe in history too? She's like, of course I believe in history. I said, well, according to history, Jesus really existed. Well, yeah, that's the books that you read. I said, no, Gabby, it is a historical fact that Jesus existed. It's not just Christian scholars and it's not just the Bible that confirms it. It's all over the place. There's more evidence about Jesus than half the people we learn about in history class. And she kind of goes quiet. I said, let me ask you something, Gabby. You believe in science? I believe in science too. Have you ever done any research or analysis or anything into the story of Christianity, of Jesus, of the whole thing? She's like, no. I said, okay, so if you believe in science, you should form a hypothesis, do a research, and then come out with a theory. But if you haven't done that, and I did get a little bit spicy with her because I thought she was just so ignorant. I got a little spicy with her, and I'm like, so what you're saying is you're totally ignorant and you're speaking of things that you don't understand. Now, it's one thing to not want to understand and deny it completely. And it's a whole other thing to call yourself a person of science, and that's the reason why you don't believe when you didn't even do the first step of the scientific method. Everybody got quiet. Even my son Christopher got very uncomfortable for her. He told my wife later on that like if he was Gabby, he would have probably walked out of the house because it was that like um it was that aggressive. Um and I felt it in my spirit that it was okay. Like I knew that I spoke in an authoritative way. There was no anger in my heart. It was all love, but it was just calling out the BS. It's like correcting a child who
Yep.
is just being ridiculous with their thought process. And I did it out of love because I love my family. They are incredible people. They're lost, but I still love them. And I got on the prayer call. The next day, I started talking about it. My wife chimed in, and she's like, "Look, we're not trying to belittle men. Even your own son said you were out of line. You need to realize that you were just out of line." And in my spirit, I'm like, "No, no, I was not out of line. Like when somebody speaks authority over somebody, and it's breathed on by God, it's not out of line. It's just it is what it is. This is just look. I mean, even right now, I'm getting a little bit excited." Not because I'm angry, but because I'm passionate. I'm in love. This is what love sounds like.
First
Um,
Peter 3:15. And I don't know which version to read, but we must defend the faith. We must stand up for truth. Always be ready to give a defense of the faith that is in you. That's
there you go. And look, there's also a way to say it. I get it, man. Like I could have said it softer, and
yeah.
kinder.
The second verse to that says with gentleness and
But check this out. So this is what happened. Um, I'm hearing all sides of it, and I'm like, you know what? I didn't pray about it yet. So last night, I'm in the shower. I get on my knees. I bow before my Maker. I go into His throne room, and I ask Him. I said, God, did I do it wrong? And is this my ego getting in the way? Is this where I need to be corrected? Oh man. You know what the answer was, bro? Oh, it was so good. I literally said it out loud when he hit me. That's how loud it was. He goes, "You're asking the wrong question." I'm like, "Oh, come on." I'm like, "Okay, okay. So, what is the right question? Did a seed get planted?" Was the right question. And I go to speaking in tongues instantly. And the presence of the Holy Spirit, like fire, just hitting me so hard. And he says that he is going to save his daughter and to watch him do something incredible. And that he has her and that she's going to get saved. And I just, dude, it hit me so hard. So hard. And so it wasn't about how I said it or what I said or anything other than the fact that God literally just said, watch what I'm about to do. So grab your popcorn, guys, because this one's gonna be a good one.